but I didn't export the mesh with typos. So I guess it gave him Alzheimer's or something. Alzheimer's? How do you spell it? It's time for part 4. Wait, 3.5? And you can quote me on that. So back before my computer got not work, the first problem I had with ExtraHuman was after animating Reef, my Wi-Fi cut out unexpectedly and a pop-up said waiting for Unity core module DLL to finish running infinitely. So I got to work digging through all the internet had to offer for 2 hours related to the problem and found all I needed to do was update the version control. Moving on. After that I wanted to check all the animations. I don't remember what happened here. I applied animation magic, brute force through Blender Xbox settings. Forgot immediately. The next problem came when working on the keep-up animation. Reef's elbows gave out. But after a bit of weight painting, they worked again. Picture. I didn't know the cause of this, so I turned Mr. Plastic version control 180 around and recreated something, but I don't remember. So then I checked the export settings and found I was missing a setting. So do this. As it turns out, deleting and recreating something I already did was a bad idea, and the combo animations walked out on me. This Unity saw that I didn't export the mesh with typos. So I guess it gave him Alzheimer's or something. Alzheimer's? How do you spell it? So after exporting in the typos multiple times, I realized that I indeed created a problem. Achievement unlocked. And after that, the combo animation got into a rebellious stage and overrode the typos. And I don't know how I figured this one out, but the solution was to make the base typos animation first alphabetically. A problem I realized while viewing the animations at a frame rate above 12 was that whatever was making the blend file too big for my computer was also making the spine bones kinda unable to catch up with the rig, causing this. So I fixed it by making Reef fall forwards, which helped a little bit, but actually slowing it way down and using the excuse that his water jets were slowing him down. Instead, it worked. Then I flipped 20 frames manually to make the rest of the animation work and taught Boneson over here how to have skate etiquette. It's so annoying. Also, whenever Reef got into certain positions, his neck flaps turned into one big neck hole. And with the magic of animating constraints and a few glitches, the animation of Reef is over. Now we bask in the fruit of this labor. Okay, after like 2 hours of fixing the arms, and I'm not kidding, it's 2 frames off, but it's pissing me off. After scaling up the length of the animation to make it longer, the arm things are gone now. It's gone. I don't have the picture for this. It's just gone. I don't know what I did. Maybe 4 or 5 hours of trying to rearrange the keep-up animation's timing. I realized I didn't select all the bones and just readjusted all the frames separate. And if you're an animator, you know where this is going. It completely broke. So I decided to recreate the whole keep-up portion instead of trying to merge keys for 2 hours. One step closer. I know this is the last resort, but here we are. After that, I couldn't figure out how to rotate each frame properly, and I was too frustrated to get a picture. I calmed down, figured it out by brute force, and a few tweaks, then another 15 minutes later, it worked. But after everything, now witness results! Okay, this is around the time the computer broke down, hence this video. And yeah, it's been 3 months since then. One working on Carlson, and then I got distracted making the thing instead of showing off the thing here. Not showing off, but showing the thing. So here's the stuff I got since then. Now that things are working, I started making animations actually play in the engine. Otherwise I just have that thing otherwise I just be going around T-posing the whole time. I and I have a whole month's work animation just sitting in a file, which I swear if any of you would prefer, because funnies, oh, I wish it could be like that, but it's gonna be awesome instead, so take that. You thought this was the end of me? I'm not done here. Not yet. Oh no. 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 No! Yes, that was awesome! My logic was flawed. The animations are a war for supremacy, just like the races. Throughout, I ran, I jumped, I ran even after I jumped, and yet the war persisted. So I slapped them all in the face and told them to take their turn and be equal. Now that all was right in the world, I added the fade and ignored fixing the tiny problems that made every animation seamless. Problem, I sidestepped. If a bug fixes itself, it'll probably crawl back. He said probably, it'll be fine. So I moved to swimming, and this looks great now, outside of needing a few tweaks. But originally, this guy was swimming like a silly salmon, like going forward. So you can see the animation's like 90 degrees. But at this point, I was getting really excited because this dream started to come alive. I got excited just walking around, even recording that clip. The smooth camera pan up to widen the boundary, the transition after swimming straight down. Okay, last animation I need to do before I can forget completely about all my... was attacking. I did have to tweak those animations a bit, and I think I recreated a few of them, and it just casually spent a few days learning how to slap a dynamic parent in the face in just the right way that it made this stick for these hands. Then I set up a basic combo animation, and there's a few special tricks I added that I'm not going to reveal for a while, including swimming tricks that aren't even related to the animation. Then while attacking, a problem came where the stick go bye-bye. And I can't say much about that because I didn't write anything, but it took me about a week to figure out... Oh, there we go. Repeat bug fix quote. To figure out if a bug fixes itself, it'll probably crawl back. Shh, I can fix it. It was the animation fade that was messing it up. In your face, quote! It wasn't the rig, because it turns out a stick is not a bone. I did write this on a forum about humanoid rigs with extra bones. And after saying if attacking don't fade, this is for creating animation if you didn't even know, we done! And we can keep on ignoring the existence of the quote. Now this is when I realized my hair was finally getting long again. So I tried a little something and just barely put it on now. I mean barely. Like, look how close this is. So close to come straight out. I don't even know if I got the right angles. But yeah. And this works with it. You get it? Oh, it wasn't far up enough. And yeah, I love this. I'm so happy. The fans keeping it up. It was around this time I realized another thing. I only need to make one more enemy with about 8 animations, tweak the attack timing instead of this. It's not bad, but you see what I mean. And do a few massive environmental set pieces that I could just bloop in the background. Then I can start making for a trailer. So with a large amount of excitement, I asked Blender to blend my ideas together, and a week later, I made an enemy. 1 week, the whole mesh. I did have a problem with remeshing though, but after decimating it and ignoring edge flow, I should say never to do this. It worked, so I don't care. But I did need to going monkey wrench on one problematic white paint spot in the chest. But also, surprisingly, auto weights worked for everything else, which is the first time ever. And if you've seen this video, you know how awesome it is that it worked. Then I did a bump map with scales and ignored fur because I don't know. And man, I'm not on a roll, baby. I could do shell textures and check out a sort of it, but I did all the animation in about 3 to 4 days. Relearned how to make material out of UV maps because I bumped it again. Because I forgetted and this. It does this in Unity. And I'm gonna ignore its existence. Now all that's left is AI logic, and I have it planned and half coded. I just need to really it was just really frustrating to figure out how it would work because it felt like it was just this massive thing and I didn't know where to start. So between breaks and annoyances, I did trailer research and made a plan for mine. I have it completely full headcanon of how it goes. I'm just gonna make the enemy decide when to perform what attack and when to dodge, then actually make the thing do the thing, because I haven't playtested this once. Oh, hang on, I need to make another ability. Then we make a trailer of an animation. But it's so nice to see something I imagined be created in 2 weeks. It feels like real time. And whenever Unity doesn't go back, progress is really fast and I can see something coming out into real life from my imagination. And I'm not a drawing person, so this feels amazing. Alright, that's the video for now. I kinda got distracted by doing the work instead of showing the work here. That's why it's been like a month and a half nearly. But I want you guys to be on the lookout because soon there's going to be a much bigger audience here after this trailer comes out. And I have a few plans to make it happen, if not naturally. But this thing is going to be a matter of exposure. I am so confident it's going to pop off. If it's not amazing, I'm not going to release it. It's just full stop. So thanks for watching to the end, and share my stuff if you want me to go faster. Patreon is the fastest way to do that, if that's what you want to do. There's also a few more buttons on YouTube for that. I try to support other people's videos, but I forget a surprising amount. So that's just in case you do the same. Bye bye. It's still recording. I mean, it's funny, but ta-da.